Okay, we are back, and we're just past the outskirts of Lima. We're still in the state of Lima, but we're outside the general city. We're in what's still kind of developing area, or kind of industrial, semi-industrial area. Thought we get a look at what kind of like the worst of it looks like. I guess worse from the standpoint of just undeveloped, underdeveloped, developing, squatters, you name it. It's all kind of here. A combination of stuff being built, partially half-built. People kind of just staking land and making little towns and villages. This wasn't here maybe 10 years ago. Now it's here. But it's all very industrial. It kind of grows. There are parts of that are further south that started like this too, and now they're kind of developed. We're getting near like an intersection point where there's roads, so there's all this stuff here. But following up on the last bit of video I was taken in Lima, unfortunately only one of my cameras, the one looking at me, behind me, and around me was working, was properly set up. My first person view on my helmet cam, unfortunately I had left the cap on the lens, so all of that footage is black. I'll keep the sound and maybe mix that to the other camera and see if that's meaningful, but I'll probably just end up retaking that on the way back. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to run all that in Lima. I might just do like a ride through, the beach area again, and then come back when I jump off the motorcycle. Hopefully it's as pretty day as it is today, which it should be. This is like some of the best weather they have. I mean, the weather's always beautiful down here. But in Lima you can get fog depending on what overall conditions. So we're coming out of that little, kind of shantytown area. Now we're back to what the rest of the Pan America kind of looks like around here anyway. And you got your roadside stands, which are kind of cool. Then you have these bricked off, walled off, fenced off areas that contain all kinds of industry and homes and things like that, kind of shielding it off. Factories. There's something over there. What that is, it's like some kind of concrete construction material, prime material stuff. It's tempting to really blast through a lot of this speed-wise with a motorcycle, but you really have to pay attention to what's going on. Cars will just kind of randomly stop. People will pop out from the medians and the sides. Stay in the center of the road as possible. Never to one extreme off-road to the left or right of the overall, but center lane just to give you more options to maneuver in and out of things. I'll keep this on for a little bit more. Yeah, there's so much population activity, along the Pan America Highway. It's not the prettiest. It's not even. Yeah, it's actually real. Straight up, it's pretty ugly going through here. But just a mile or two away from it, well, you got the ocean on my right. We're heading south. So that's effectively west, and then as you go east, that direction over there, or over that first set of hills, it becomes this vast, amazing, foothills of the Andes and dunes, and that's what I'm going to see or visit, ride through tomorrow, the next few days, explore some of that. I've done that before, but never really got a good video of it and captured it. This would be nice to do this route because I don't feel necessarily rushed or having to get back for anything as quickly as I typically have to. Surprised as quickly as I did last time. Military installations. There's something down there to my right. Now it's cool here. Let's go ahead and do this. This is one of the best things about going through Peru is on the roads, especially motorcycles get throughway here. Well, where is my throughway? Where is the motorcycles? I think it's right over here, to the far right usually. Hope you just cruised through here. Is that it? This must be it right to here. Yep. Little motorcycle path. This one's nice and wide. The last one coming directly out of Lima was barely enough to fit through, barely enough to allow the street glide to fit through. I don't think it would have. I think I would have rubbed the bags. It was super narrow. Something to consider for folks with Harleys down here. You probably have to take the main lane. Yeah, I wish I had the cap off for the last one coming out of Lima. That was a really busy toll booth. I mean, it went for a mile easily, packed with cars and trucks like this. And I just cruised right through, filtered through the traffic, get up to the toll booth, and then just swing in, to the right side, and got your little dedicated path for all the motorbikes, and boom, straight right through it. It's undeniable. The best motor transportation in Peru is motorcycle, and followed by bicycle or scooter, power scooter for the city. But yeah, definitely it gives you a lot better access and maneuverability. Through that little valley there, there's a beach community. So this is now the newly developing, more modern, nicer part now as we're heading out of the industrial surroundings of Lima. See the palm trees and the houses down there on the coast. Stark difference from where we were a bit ago to what this is. Now we're getting into some, more agricultural. There's some, looks like that's the big road over there on the left. Chicken coops right off the side, and then that's an entrance to a private community. Back over the dunes. About 90 miles an hour right now, just below 160 kilometers. Maximum you can do it's 100 kilometers an hour, which I guess is like, I don't know, is that 65 or 80? That's probably the appropriate safe speed for over here with all the stuff that's around if you're in a car. I recall, I haven't driven in Peru for a few years, but most cars do go faster on this road. Along this side, this part of Pan America, in addition to other vehicles, obviously, is road debris. There'll be random things, like there's a random barrel in the middle of the road and some random water that you got to really be looking far ahead and get around these trucks to see what's up ahead. And it's not, there could easily be a boulder or a rock or a dead, turkey or something in the middle of the street or highway, and it just sits there, and a big truck might just roll out over it, and you have to see it before it goes over the truck because you're not going to have time to maneuver typically at speed. I guess that goes for anywhere, but that is just road debris is a thing here. The things popping out from where you wouldn't expect them to pop out of. We're about to hit this nice bend in the road here in Pan America where there's it's like we're riding into the ocean. It's a bit around the store. Mini combine. There's some roses in there. How big those flowers are. Those are beautiful. Billboards are covering up. And some beachside, what do you call those? Shacks. Just put them up, and then at some point the government may or may not take them down. And then a little beach. This is called León Durmiendo, the sleeping lion. Sorry, that was Google decided to come on there, voice activation or something. Thought I said something that required its help, but nothing was needed. So here we got some activity happening on the side of the road. up to. He's all in black though, which probably means he's a foreigner. You don't really want to be in all black in this climate. So I have 62 kilometers of range left, and I think I'll make it. I had an issue opening the gas cap on the tank. The key fob wasn't doing what I thought it was supposed to do. I had to change the setting on it. It was set to like security locking feature, and I wasn't sure how to take it out. That's too bad. Don't want to do that right now. Temperature is about 80. It's exquisitely nice. Gear, I'm wearing Climb tactical top armor, all wonderfully perforated with the level 3, level 2 integrated pads in it. So that's awesome. Arms, shoulders, back, chest. Knee guards and hip guards down below. And of course, I had to wear my Enduro boots all the way down, just to minimize the space on. I have to carry extra stuff. I should have jacked gas station. Another one. Fuel in Peru is abundant. We are a petroleum producing country. Unfortunately, it's not managed very well. Here's some fuel here. Let's go ahead and get this fuel. All right, we're gonna shut off here. We'll be back when we get closer to the beach area we're gonna head to. I think that's a nice contrast to what the Pan America looks like closer into Lima. Got some premium fuel here.
Buenas tardes.
Hola, buenas. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Muy bien. Bien, gracias, señorita.
Calor.
No hace buenazo, de verdad. Vamos a llenar el tanque con premio, por favor.
Premium.
Ya, voy a dejar tu espacio aquí.
Eso sí lo haces cara para que puedes. El mejor, vamos a decir. Entra, ¿no?
Listo. Ahí nomás está bien.
Ahí está bien.
Ya, perfecto.
Ok. Tarjeta, efectivo.
Ajá. Acá está. Ya. ¿Me puedes devolver 30? Está bien.
¿Para dónde se usa?
Voy por Playa Wakama.
Poder llevar. Ahí está el tren.
Ya. Para el fin de semana nomás.
Se lo puedo.
Ajá. Bueno, que tengas un bonito día. Que te vaya muy bien. Gracias. Adiós. Qué simpática. What a nice lady. Nice young lady. So, the gas was like 62 sols, about $4 a gallon, pretty much. And I just gave her 100. I gave her 100 sols. Just told her to give me back 30 and change. This is interesting. Did I make a wrong turn? I don't think so. It's just like a little slow deviation thing. Maybe it's a detour. Little split here. Gotta have a split for no reason. There you go. All right. Well, I'm glad I left the camera running for that. That was interesting. Just, well, I guess they're improving that middle lane, and they had to have that. The speed bump in the middle of it was, I guess, to prepare you for that guardrail split. Now, why they would have a guardrail split there? Maybe it was already there, and you know, why take down a perfectly good guardrail in the middle of the road? You know, when you already had it. So I guess that's just a thought there. Okay. Again, it's things will just appear in the middle of the road. I just love Peru for all its, you know, idiosyncrasies. It's a bit grungy here and there, but there's at the same time there's just amazing, dramatic beauty and lushness and warmth for people. And you know, there's bad things everywhere. You know, but it's just feels to me, it's a real personal thing for me. It feels natural for me walking around Miraflores, and to me, it just seems like it really feels like home. It feels like home, like no other place for me in the United States. You know, I walk around Ashburn and DC and everywhere, even New York City. It never feels, it doesn't feel like here to me. It feels like I'm just visiting, or I don't connect, I'm not connected to it. I could just leave it, and I feel like I'm just here now. But here, this is it's a sense of permanency for me. Really weird. Alright, I am gonna go put cameras down, save battery, and I don't want to change batteries for the final stage of this trip. We got, it looks like, oh my gosh, I can't read that. 11 miles, 11 clicks left. So I'm going to pause it out. After I get past these cars here, let's see here. Why are we just going this fast? It's just there. Well, I guess the speed limit does go down to 60. That's what that sign says. But really? I mean, that's... Yeah. We'll just do our thing. Alright, signing off. GoPro, stop recording.